Once again, Karibuni-san, sit back, relax, enjoy yourself, and prepare to be danced.
Sur ma route, oui, je compte plus les soucis, devrais devenir fou, oui, une vie de route. Sur ma route, sur ma route, sur ma route, sur ma route. Sur ma route, oui, il y a du goût, oui, de l'aventure dans nos vies, une vie de route. Sur ma route, oui, je compte plus les soucis, devrais devenir fou, oui, une vie de route. Sur ma route.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the Sarakasi Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce a very special guest all the way from Marseille, France. Wiko Global International Business Director, Marcel Van Diepa. Bienvenue.
Thank you for coming this morning and enjoy this wonderful moment of our Wiko Lounge here in Kenya. So I come straight from Marseille. It was a bit of a hassle with Air France pilots on strike, but I made it on time, and I'm happy to see you all here. Good morning. Bonjour. This Wiko, you might wonder, what is this Wiko? Where does it come from? What is the story? Actually, Wiko was born about 3 years ago in the south of France, in the city of Marseille. You know, Marseille has something special, different than any other towns in France. That it's the ancient France history. Marseille is celebrating this year its 26th anniversary. That means 2,600 years old town. So this town is made of a multicultural community. And when the brand was born, and the founder and brand of Laurent Dahan, his spirit is reflected in the brand in the sense that it inspires all things you can see in Marseille. Marseille had been selected to be the European capital of culture last year, and there's an enormous vibe where at one hand you meet the new technologies, the new art, and on the other side you have this ancient old values mixed all together in a unique combination. And that is exactly there where the brand Wiko was born. So that is where we have built the identity of Wiko. So talking a little bit more about the brand itself. We are thinking a lot about this, how to profine it, and also to tell you more about it. Because Wiko itself is very different than anything else you have seen in this industry. And that is the key to the success of this Wiko brand already in many other countries, which I will tell you later. First of all, is the French touch, right? Me being a bilingual French speaker, very convenient to live the Wiko spirit being in France. And for us, it's now to transmit this French touch abroad and bring it to Kenya today. Through this French touch, we have found the best balance in terms of technology, design, very colorful, and fun. Wiko is about fun. We made a wide range of products, 3 product families altogether. Smartphones is our main driver, but very relevant for this market. We have also a family of feature phones, and then of course we have our flagship products. Altogether, Wiko is addressing to a wide range of consumers, not targeting one niche in the market, but we are addressing to all usage types. And we do this in bringing a brilliant purchase experience for the consumers. I've spoken about the brand attributes. I would now speak a bit more about the values behind the brand. So yeah, I've shown you the history where we came from, and now I want to tell you a bit more about the brand values, what made the brand as it is today and going to flourish going into the future. So the values of our brand, and that comes also a bit from this Marseille spirit, is being close to each other. You know, when you meet people in the office, every morning I go through this thing. It takes like 5-10 minutes. We hug each other. We take time to say good morning. There's a very close contact. And we keep the same thing in the brand. So we want to be close to our consumers, and our consumers are very much, the first ones are always the young ones, the new generation. This new generation knows everything about technology. You don't have to tell them anything about processors and CPUs and RAMs and ROMs, and they understand this. And that is also what has been driving us in terms of our success. They talk to each other about the particular quality and price equation of Wiko, and how smart it is to have a Wiko. This new generation proudly puts their Wiko on the table in front of their friends and says, I have Wiko, I'm smart. And we want to give, through our products and our smart technology selections, we want to give the power to the people. We want the people to live their life. That is why we say my life. We want to give them their life and enjoy themselves using a Wiko device. Now, the dynamics behind this is that how do we get to these products, how do we get to this stuff, is actually it's a lot of fun. And I'm living it every day, is that we break the rules. Constantly we break the rules. As we say that la révolution, it's a permanent révolution. It's a permanent revolution constantly when our R&D department in Marseille is thinking of the new concept for the product or the new design. We like to break the product. We like to break the rules, not the product. And we have a lot of fun in doing that. And also in the way we do marketing. We do it in very unconventional ways, very different than other people. And it's fun. And it's fun to have a Wiko. This spirit comes down when we will present our products today in a bit. After you finished your breakfast, you will see and discover a very colorful range through which aspires this creativity and enthusiasm and energy comes out of our product range. And they're just fun to have. People love to have a Wiko. It's amazing. Now, what happened? In this, going back a little bit in history of these 3 years, what has happened? In 2011, we had the first devices coming to the market in France, and we worked our way through independent open market, making sure that our products are always positioned at the most attractive price possible. This work was further expanded in France after the operators had reduced their subsidy role, through which now Wiko came out as being the most attractive product offering compared to the competition. So all of a sudden, you could see the difference, because subsidies always some kind of hide the difference between products. That now we could stand out, and it was showing and became a snowball very quickly in France. So last year, it was decided to go international and say, let's go beyond the French borders. And very quickly, our neighboring countries picked up, and people start lining up to start becoming distributor, start become retailer, and we get through our internet way of working. As we are very present in Facebook, we are very present through our bloggers, very present through our internet websites. Just to give you an indication, some numbers I got last week, our international website just jumped up in 3 weeks' time from 10 to 15,000 visits a day in just 3 weeks' time. There's an enormous interest coming from consumers and from trade partners. And we managed to snowball this Wiko phenomenon around Europe, and we made partnerships across the globe, and we can now proudly say that we have about 25 countries on the roll at the moment as I speak, and Kenya being our choice for East Africa. Now, a bit of numbers, because growth, and what does it mean? Well, how strong is strong? We are currently number 2 in France, ahead of famous brands like Apple, Nokia, Sony, HTC. And you can see that it's a strong tendency. It is not just a peak or a fireworks. You know, sometimes you have these things, they shoot up and they blow out. It looks nice and it's gone. This is a strong trend going further up, driving. And this is smartphones and feature phones, ladies and gentlemen. This is a very important detail. If you go dig a little bit deeper, okay, you can check the online sales and traditional sales. Online being our strongest point always to start with, after which the traditional channels follow. There's a bit slower. And don't forget our first early adopters, the young ones, they're fully in the internet. So that is where they find the product, where they pick their product. That explains a bit. There you can see that with 20%, these are official numbers, 20% in France. This was from last summer, and number 2 equally in the traditional sales. These are quite strong strong numbers, and I'm proud to present these numbers to you. Because which brand can do this? Out of nowhere. Take a position like this in the market. And this is, before I go to Kenya, this is replicating exactly in other markets. Each time when we set foot on ground. There's only one difference, is that it goes much faster in the other markets. I have examples, two examples of two smaller countries in Europe. Portugal came out of nowhere from December 2013 to January 2014. So in a period of 2 months, took 7% of the smartphone market. Now July's numbers showing 25% in the telecom specialist channel, which is the majority of the market in Portugal. 25% in less than 6 months. It's enormous. Belgium started just in June with first shipments with one trade partner. Now we are already booking 15% according to JFK for Belgium. And this is how it goes each time. And this is what's going to happen in Kenya as well. So why Kenya? It was carefully picked for 3 good reasons. First of all, this market is tremendous in terms of market size. More than 400,000 phones every month are being sold in Kenya. And the market is very fast growing. And our preferred early adopters are sitting right here in Kenya, which are the very young and coming up generation, which are very connected, which are very aware of technology. But, and there is our big opportunity, Kenya is yet only 30% smartphones.